Australian midfielder James Holland says that the round of 16 match against Manchester United is the biggest in his side Lask's history, but it's been already rocked by the coronavirus because the first leg will be played in front of nobody. It's a remarkable situation at the moment, Thomas Sorensen and John Aloisi. But let's start with the football. And for James Holland, a lifelong Manchester United fan as well, I mean, what an opportunity for him on this stage to be able to really make his mark.
Yeah, no, these are the things you live for, and especially being a fan and a huge occasion for the club, and that's why it's sad that there's no fans there to really to really experience it. But Lask are doing really well, top of the Austrian league, had a really good home form. PSV they've seen off some sides at home in the Europa League, so Manchester United should be warned.
Manchester United have been in good form in this competition, John, but also every other. It seems as though they're sort of peaking at the right time of the season. Haven't had too many struggles in the Europa League so far. How do you think they'd be feeling about going to an empty stadium in Austria?
I don't think they'll mind too much because they're just confident with the way they're playing at the moment. And what a difference Bruno Fernandes has made. Just not only his performances, but just everyone around has actually lifted, and it's taken the pressure away from a lot of their players. And Solskjaer, now everyone's talking about how well he's managing his squad and how well they're playing, and the results have been there, and I think they'll go into this tie confident.
Yeah, certainly a win in the derby can help that, although he's had a couple of them. The confidence from that win at the weekend as well, Thomas, must be huge, knowing that they can beat Manchester City a couple of times in a row now. There's no one left in this competition they should fear, is that right?
No, and we've seen them in previous, even in the group stages, make a lot of changes. I think they've gotten to a stage now where Romero might play in goal, but mainly they'll put out their strongest side because I see the fans and the way they're going, the momentum they're building. They are definitely one of the contenders, and where we probably previously would say, they're not quite there. So a lot of things going right for them.
From an Australian point of view, you love to see James Holland or any Aussie do well, but as a former Socceroo, how impressed have you been with what he's been able to do after being a little bit out in the wilderness and not really considered for the Socceroos for a while? Yeah,
look, no one really heard of what James Holland was doing, so it's good for him because no one really takes notice of the Austrian League as much here in Australia, but now people are sitting up to take notice because they're doing well in the Europa League, and Ismail, their coach, has done really well since he's been there. They're top, they probably win the title, and to go this far in the Europa League is already a successful season, and great for James Holland. Hopefully he has a good game and plays against his boyhood heroes and remembers it for the rest of his life.
Quick tip, can you spot an upset in this one, gents, or is it a bit too hard?
No, I think the first leg will be tight. Lask are generally good at home, even though without fans it's still still a formidable side, and so I can see a draw in the first leg, but I think overall United should be too good.
Yeah, United will be too strong. I think they've got too much momentum at the moment going their way.
Certainly they'll have the expectations of getting through to the final 8 as well. You can watch this one, like every match in the Europa League, live on Optus Sport, 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Optus Sport on Friday.
Enjoying our YouTube channel? Be sure to subscribe and download the Optus Sport app.